We read in the wisdom literature of the Bible, that middle part of the Bible, that God does not rejoice in death. He rejoices in the living. We have to remember that because God's creative action in time has sent everything into motion, everything into being. God's love is his creative act. God would never rejoice in death. But it's our sin. It's the sins of humanity. It's the sin of the Imago Dei turning to selfishness and pride in the fall of Adam and Eve that has brought death about. We all know that from the book of Genesis. And we know catechetically that sin is what separates us from God. We see it in Genesis, we see it all throughout the biblical text, but we experience that in our own personal lives, don't we? But what is beautiful is that, yes, sin separates us from God. That is Catechesis 101. But God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten Son into the world so that he can atone for our sins and that we would not be alone. God does not want us to be alone in any state in life, especially when we are in a state of personal sin. That's why at Christmas, what do we celebrate? O come, Emmanuel. We celebrate Emmanuel. We celebrate God with us. And if God is with us, nothing, truly nothing can come against us, not even death itself. So it is God in Emmanuel, the person of Jesus Christ, born of Mary in Bethlehem, that goes before us in death so that we would not be alone in the state of death. Jesus wants to be there for you as you mourn the death of a loved one. But how much more does he want to be there for you when you actually die?